Persona 4, dancing all night.
Hey guys, welcome back to part 2. So I think we could skip the intro. You already know what I'm gonna say. Last time we ended up doing the Dancing Dragon, so now we're gonna be doing the Empress Descends. We're gonna be continuing on with this. Alright, starting chapter, proceed.
Did that do it?
I don't know, did it? The monster lets out a scream of pain and writhes. Awakened by Chie's dance, the voice is gradually turning back into Tamami. When it finally breaks down, the monster crumbles away, and only Tamami is left standing there, hanging her head. Sorry if you hear an extra sound. I have a cough drop. And I realized in my last video that the sound was pretty low. If you guys think it's too high or too low, please go ahead. Do not hesitate to comment and let me do so. Let me know. That should be good enough, right? Alright.
Tamamine!
What? Oh, that's right. Well, I guess I really blew it there.
No biggie, right?
Yeah, what's important is that you get it now, Tamami-chan.
Oh man, I thought I did everything I could, but I didn't realize I had so much to learn.
Biting her lip, she looks miserable. She must have gone through things that we can only imagine. But along with that bitterness, I can feel a new resolve from her as well. Excuse me. I had a burp. And as proof, Tamami raises her head up, looking more determined than ever.
I'm going to stick to my extra voice training and all the dance lessons.
Good.
No matter what anyone else thinks, I won't give up. I'll keep at it so one day, I'll be able to express my real self to those people I heard. Thank you so much, Chie-san. And you too, Yu-san, Yukiko-san, and Yosuke-san.
Good luck. I'm sure you can do it.
But I'm still gonna be number one. No more helpless little girl, ever. From now on, I'm the one doing the saving. It'll be exciting, dramatic. Like I'd suddenly appear and save a puppy caught in a storm drain.
Early. Lady, we were having a moment, you just ruined it.
You think she knows this kind of stuff is why people think of her as the goofy one?
Don't ask me! You guys, I'm standing right here! I'm an idol! A very serious, very professional, non-comic relief idol.
Tamami yells, and for a moment, it feels like the same hectic atmosphere when we first met her, before a pillar of light descends nearby. A thick metal door appears, as if from thin air. What is that?
What the?
A door of some kind. But where does it lead?
Who knows?
Wait, is this the door to our dressing room? Oh, it totally is! It's got the same scratch right across here.
The door to the dressing room?
Yeah, the one at Takara Productions. We use it all the time when we have a recording session or something.
Come to think of it, it is familiar. This door does look like the one at Takara Productions we use for practice with Rise. But these types of doors are in most studios. Being newcomers to Takara Productions, we're not in a position to identify it for sure. But what about Tamami? She's a veteran idol, and she knows the studio. She's been going there for years. If she says it's their door, then
Takara Productions. You mean where we came from? How could it be here, though?
Let's go take a look inside. We might find out something.
interesting.
Hello? Excuse me. It's a tiny bit different, but this is the Takara Productions dressing room.
I don't sense any enemies around. I think we might be safe here.
I could feel everyone's tension drop after I say so. As I thought, we're all tired. We've been on high alert ever since we arrived here. I don't blame them. Realizing something, Yukiko raises her hand to her ear and listens carefully.
Did you notice you can't hear that bizarre song in here?
There's something about this room. It's different from the other places we've been so far.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Almost makes me forget we're in another world.
What is this?
Huh? Some kind of note?
Raggy, a crew.
A note? Does that mean someone was here before us?
I don't think this is a letter. It's more like a diary entry.
A diary? Whose, though? Hey, you mind reading that out?
The pressure from everyone is crushing me. No one really knows me. I don't have any bonds with anyone. I don't want to sing. I have no right to sing that song. It hurts so much. I feel like I'm suffocating. I want to disappear. I'm too weak even to stand on my own. I just wish I could connect to someone, to have a bond to support me.
The writer was clearly in a lot of pain. I wonder if they came here and wrote it.
How sad.
But this isn't the real world. Who would even have had the chance to do that?
A silence settles over us. After all, none of us have the answer to that question. But this rather realistic note, left here, because of how strange it is, it feels like a clue or to something.
I just thought of something. But, I don't know.
Say it, Yosuke.
That voice out there kept telling us and Tamamin to get connected, right? And then there's this note. And the idol who committed suicide? I don't know. But I'm getting the idea that it's all...
You know I can't handle that stuff! An idol who committed suicide?
Everyone, are you all right?
Oh, Rise, we're fine. How about you guys?
What the? What's going on? Oh no! Now I'm hearing voices? Rise-senpai's in my head!
Right. Since we're all in this world, it slipped my mind, but Tamami and the others don't know about personas or shadows. It's only natural for Tamami to panic when Rise's voice suddenly appears in her head. I wasn't quite sure how to explain it, but Yukiko instantly solved that problem.
Don't worry, it's like a phone. It's harmless. Oh, really?
We just saved Sumomo. You're with Tamami, right? I can tell she's there.
I'm glad you're safe. Looks like things are going well on your end, too.
Yeah, Kanchi and Teddy are both really pulling their weight. Oh, and so is Naoto-kun, naturally.
I see. I was a bit worried, but it looks like Rise's team is doing better than I thought. As I glanced to Tamami, she breathes a sigh of relief at hearing of the safety of her fellow idol.
Oh, thank God. Sumomo's okay.
And the place you're in right now, it looks like a dressing room, right?
What about it?
I think it'd be best to leave Tamami there to rest, instead of moving on ahead with her.
What? Why? I don't want to stay here on my...
Just as Tamami stepped forward to speak, she lost her balance. Ready to spring forward to catch her, we all breathed a sigh of relief when we managed to stay standing. She managed to stay standing.
Tamami-san, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just... I feel really tired.
Of course. Now that I think of it, that makes sense. She's been in this world a day longer than we have. We're used to situations like this, but even then we're using more energy than normal. There's no way Tamami wouldn't be tired.
I knew it. It's like the TV world.
Normal people get exhausted just by being here. So it would do more harm than good if she went with you guys.
Is it really that safe here, though? I mean, what if shadows pop up again while we're gone?
You sent away all the shadows in your area, so it should be okay. Plus, I don't even sense a residual shadow presence in that room. It's almost like a safe zone.
A safe zone?
As far as I can tell, yeah. So you should make sure Tamami gets some rest and go on ahead. Oh, and about Miss Ochimizu? Geez, I gotta go. We'll talk later, okay?
Got it.
I said goodbye to Rise after she cut the conversation short and our communication ended. There's still business we have to talk about, but she'll probably call back later.
Was Rise-chan gonna say something at the end there? Wonder what it was.
Yeah, something about Miss Ochimizu.
Hey, do I really have to stay here? I can't go with you guys?
Being stared down by Tamami, I was at a loss for an answer. Rise's right, it'd probably be best to leave her here. But to her, it feels like being abandoned in a strange, hostile world.
I understand what Rise-chan's saying, but it's only natural for Tamami-san to feel anxious being here alone. What should we do? Maybe one of us stays with her?
Considering what just happened, it's probably a bad idea to split up our forces.
I'll stay with Tamami.
Miss Ochimizu?
You need someone to stay in order for you to move on, right? So, I'm saying I'll stay.
I was in shock. It was none other than Miss Ochimizu, the head producer of LMB, exactly as I remembered her.
That is Miss Ochimizu, right? The LMB producer?
I think so. That rude lady we met at the studio. Yukiko, she can hear you! Wait, hold on. She protected Konami-chan, and she got dragged into this world. Why is she standing here all cool, like nothing happened?
This has got to be what Rise wanted to tell us.
Of course I pushed Konami away to protect her. I'm sure nobody had a better plan at the time.
You don't have to say it like that.
Oh, please. Not good. Unlike me, the others aren't used to Miss Ochimizu yet. I'm not worried about Yosuke, but Yukiko and Chie tend to take things a bit personally, which means they could clash with Miss Ochimizu. In order to demonstrate that this is Miss Ochimizu's normal, I tried talking with her like I usually do.
Miss Ochimizu, I'm glad to see you safe. But how did you get here?
I hate repeating myself, but I suppose I must, since you weren't with the other group. I simply walked here. When I came to, I was lying on the ground, so I started moving. I did run into some strangely dressed people along the way, but they didn't do anything to me.
Strangely dressed people? Wait, you mean shadows? And they didn't attack you? How's that possible?
I don't know, but when I got closer, they vanished into thin air. Suppose I'm not too popular here either.
Shadows have likes and dislikes?
Pardon my rudeness, but you don't look very surprised given the situation.
Yeah, how peculiar.
Why is that?
Well, I'm not that hard-headed. I don't know where this is, but after what happened, it would seem reasonable to think that something supernatural is going on here, and panicking won't get me anywhere, will it? Now, from the looks of you, I'm guessing you have an idea about what's going on, or this is something you're used to, and you've come here to save Tamami and the others. Is that correct?
We all couldn't help but to exchange glances at Miss Ochimizu's sharp deduction. She's certainly on the mark, but we still don't know her intentions.
Well, that's pretty much it, yeah.
Then I can only offer my thanks. Sumomo and Tamami, at the very least, your group rescued those two already.
Well, we just, did what we could. Wait, Ms. Ochimizu, how do you know that?
I met Rise Kujikawa and the others prior to coming here. It was after they saved Sumomo.
Dude, she really gets stuff done.
Ignoring Yosuke's reaction, Miss Ochimizu calmly scans the area, and her gaze settles on Tamami. Immediately, Tamami stands at attention, frozen like a deer in the headlights.
Tamami, if you're a professional, then bite the bullet. You're staying here with me. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Jeez, she's so intense. There's no way anyone could say no to that.
I freaking told you! This is the Empress! Every fan's worst nightmare!
That's all I have to say. If you're done here, then go. I'll leave the other members to you.
No mistakes will be tolerated, right?
Miss Ochimizu snorts and tilts her head dismissively, as if ending the conversation, then looks away. Shortly, Chie comes up to me, baffled.
Yukun, I can't believe you can talk to her like it's nothing. She really gets under my skin.
Me too. Does she really have to put things so harshly? That's no way to ask favors of people. It makes me lose the will to even try.
Yeah, huh? I've seen her on TV, but man, she's even rougher in person. But is it me? Or is she harsh on purpose? I wonder if there's a hidden agenda or something.
Do you really think so? She did thank us, so I don't feel bad about anything she said.
Well, we're here to save the members of Kanamin Kitchen. Whatever she says, it doesn't change what we're going to do.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry I brought up such an awkward subject.
Anyway, we should take a quick rest and get moving. We don't have any time to lose. We need to save everyone.
2 left. There's still people we need to save. Yosuke's right. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. We got a job to do. As I'm thinking, Miss Ochimizu finds the strange note, looking it over. Not fazed whatsoever. Why am I not surprised? After Yu's team left the dressing room, all that remained was Ochimizu and very tense Tamami sitting alongside her.
You have a solo part at LMB, don't you?
Yes, I do.
How are you feeling? Any better now?
Yes, I was exhausted before, but I think I'm okay now.
I see. Can you dance for me?
Right now?
If you're too fatigued, then that's fine.
Oh, no, I'll do it. Please, let me dance.
Then start.
Yes, ma'am.
Tamami stood in front of Ochimizu and began dancing.
Stop. No, you're not getting it at all. Listen to me, Tamami. The power, the soul of that routine is like...
Oh God.
pain and outrage, the agony of the oldest brother of a family of orphans, his precious Flan eaten by careless younger siblings. You raise your hands to the heavens and cry out in pure, wretched, exquisite misery. Do our bonds mean nothing?
What? I don't get it.
Me neither. What kind of expression is that? Leaving Tamami-san behind, we move on. After some time, our surroundings start changing again. What is this? It was Tamami's stage before, just a moment ago. Does this mean that from here on, it's something different? A sexy lounge Tomoe.
Whoa, what do we have here?
It's way different from before. It was a circus for a while back there, but this feels more like nightlife, don't you think?
Vegas?
I wonder what the person who made all this is trying to accomplish.
The person who made this, huh? Yeah. It's not like the TV world where everything reflects the mind of the one trapped inside. So the most reasonable guess would be that that voice made all this.
That's right. In our investigation in the TV, the mind of the person inside the TV affected the environment's appearance. But based on Tamami's case, this is different. So who's shaping this? Is it that voice like Yosuke said?
Who the heck is it anyways? It's been all voice and not one appearance yet.
Huh? You mean it's not a ghost?
Yukiko, I know it's unintentional, but you really should watch what you say before you start losing friends.
Look, forget the ghosts. Either way, we have no idea who this person is, right? Isn't there some sort of hint anywhere? You know, something not ghost-related, please.
I have a feeling I know who this is kind of leaning towards too.
It sounded like that voice knew Tamami-san fairly well.
Hey, That's right! It even talked about Tamami-chan's mom. She seemed pretty surprised herself.
Yeah, and you know, there's a ton of idols out there. Weird that only the 4 from Kanamine Kitchen were kidnapped. Considering what happened to Tamamine, does the person responsible know a lot about the other 3 too?
Oh, right. Tamami-san also recognized that dressing room from Takara Productions. If Yosuke-kun is right, and that voice is the one creating this world, then...
There's a good chance the culprit is related to Takara Productions, and knows Tamami-san and the others well.
That's as much as we can puzzle out for now. But Takara Productions is Kanami Kitchen's agency. Everyone knows them there. We don't have enough information to pinpoint the suspect right now. And it looks like we're getting ready to dance again.
Detective, are we? I'm afraid we can't have you wandering around backstage if you're not on staff.
Shut up! We're here to save Tamamine, Sumomine, Tomomine, and Nozomine. Not to play your stupid game. We already know you've got something to do with Takara Productions. We'll catch you sooner or later.
Catch me? You're so funny. But how sad. You don't listen to a word I say.
And how does that make you any similar to us?
Mommy paid the price because you poisoned her. She abandoned her bond with us.
Cry me a river.
Don't say it like that! You're twisting things to make us sound like the bad guys!
Oh, but you are. A cruel poison that eats away at our bonds. If people like you didn't exist, they could all be happy, never having to deal with pain and suffering. How about this? I can return you to the world you came from. After all, if you're not interested in making a connection with us, then you have no place here.
Huh? You'll send us back? Well, that's good for us, isn't it?
Don't fall for it, Chie. I'm almost positive that voice's offer doesn't include Tamami-san and the others. It's only trying to get rid of us.
Oh! Oh yeah! Sheesh! Trying to be sneaky, huh?
Airhead.
Sorry, but we don't plan on returning by ourselves. We're going to find all 4 of the Kanamine Kitchen girls, and we're taking them back with us.
You's right. There's no way we're just taking off on our own.
I see. Then do as you like, I suppose. But I wonder, will Timbae go with you?
That's for her to decide, not you.
Tomomine? She's up ahead?
Maybe.
Oh, lovely. It has no intention to talk with us anymore. The horde of shadows in front of us is proof enough of that. We all know what's coming next. We take our stances and brace ourselves for that song.
Looks like it's not gonna let us through so easily.
Why don't you just give in? The harder you resist, the more pain you have to suffer. Connect with us, and you'll be freed from everything.
Whatever. Do you even hear yourself? The volume of the eerie song keeps going up, and the shadows dance is affecting us. We're shaken up, but we can't afford to let our guard down now. We won't let this delude us anymore!
That's my cue. No way in hell we're backing down now.
Yosuke?
Alright! Go, Yosuke! Show him that you can be cool sometimes!
Gee, thanks. That's really encouraging. Rise, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Yosuke-senpai. Ready when you are.
All right. Well, I don't look that good, and I'm not as talented as you, but as long as I have friends who accept me for who I am, I'm gonna stick with it. Time to bring the house down!
Alright.
Get ready to dance.
All right, hit the music!
We're on the throttle and don't let up.
You. There! Woo! Okay, bring it on whenever!
shake things up.
Alright.
Yup.
Dead on!
There.
Wow!
Good job.
That got my blood pumping. Thanks, partner.
Wow, what a great pair! They're completely synced!
Nice.
You really are the best partner I could ever have. Ha! Woo! Okay, bring it on whenever. Yup.
Feel my passion.
Alright.
Dead on!
Nice. You can do this, Yosuke.
That got my blood pumping. Thanks, partner.
Wow, what a great pair! They're completely synced!
You really are the best partner I could ever have. Yup. Ha. Woo. Yup.
Oh, you did it!
There. Woo. Yup.
Oh, yeah!
There.
Looking good!
Oh shit. Did I nail it? Chahoo!
King Crazy!
Man, it's like my true skills shone through.
Yosuke, perfect in every way.
Alright. Let's keep it up. At the end of the song, the shadows surrounding us cheer in joy. Yosuke's dance charmed the shadows and freed them from that eerie song one by one. It lifts my spirits to see I'm proud of him as his partner. Yosuke, well done.
Phew. How's that for expression, huh?
Not bad, Yosuke. That was all you out there.
Yeah, that dance had Yosuke written all over it.
Ah.
You don't give up, do you? Well, no matter. Whatever you do, our bond is eternal.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Well, there goes the voice.
That really ticks me off! Saying whatever and taking off just like that! Oh, I am so mad I don't care if it is a ghost anymore! But that voice...
It was bothering me as well. Yukiko seems to have noticed something about its words feels strangely wrong.
What was it? If people like you didn't exist, they could all be happy? Never having to deal with pain and suffering?
Wait,
if you flip that around, isn't it saying as long as we're here, they'll have to deal with pain and suffering? Sounds like it actually understands what we're saying. They just want to sweep the pain under the rug.
Maybe the voice knows what it's saying is wrong.
So what? It's painful to face the truth, so they're choosing to look away from it?
Bad way of thinking.
I noticed that it's hung up on the whole bonds thing, too.
Then we might be able to reach out to the voice after all.
Yeah, we gotta make it come to its senses, even if it hurts us.
In any case, our top priority is still saving everyone. If what that voice said is true, then Tomoe-san should be just ahead.
Alright, let's get hyped. Let's keep our momentum going and save Tomoe-chan. Then we'll meet up with Rise-chan.
Right!
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, really getting into this game. The sultry lounge. How long have we been running? As we run through the empty urban expanse, Yukiko suddenly calls out, pointing ahead of us.
There!
Whoa! That's definitely her! Those wistful eyes, that alluring look, the flowing hair. That's Kanamin Kitchen's leader, Tomomin, the soft lamb. Wow. Wow! Holy crap, this is a dream come true!
Well, here we go. When it comes to this stuff, you can't shut him up.
That's definitely Tomoe-san. Excuse me. But still, recognizing her before me, even though I'm the one who's met her, Yosuke is amazing. As we talk amongst ourselves, Tomoe notices us and bolts towards us before we can call to her.
You were with Rise-san. Yukun, right?
Tomoe-san, I'm glad to see you're safe.
I'm fine, but I couldn't find anyone else. I don't know what to do. I'm so worried. Sumomo, Tamami, Nozomi. Oh, I hope they're okay.
Is that Wendy Lee? Tomoe-san looks really shaken up. The composure she had on our first meeting is long gone. To calm her down, I decided to explain everything calmly and steadily to her.
We just rescued Tamami-san. She's with Miss Ochimizu now. The others are on their way to save Sumomo-san and Nozomi-san.
Oh, really? Oh, thank heaven. I was afraid something might have happened to them. Where's Tamami? I need to see her. She must be feeling terrible right now.
Whoa, Tomomin, calm down. You're not really, acting like yourself.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I can't believe that I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just surprised. I never really imagined Tomomin losing her cool, you know?
Uh-oh.
Come now, Tomoe. That's not the you that everyone wants.
The air around us suddenly goes cold, and the voice echoes around us. This time, it's definitely targeting Tomoe. I get ready to move quickly, in case anything happens.
You again? We won't let our guard down this time.
Let's go, Tomoe. Your greatest performance is about to begin.
Stop it! Can't you see she doesn't wanna?
Of course she does. This is all for her sake, after all.
Hers or yours?
Right, Tomoe?
No, I'm not going. I don't want to perform here.
It's okay, Tomoe. I know you're just saying that. You will come with me.
Piss off.
Everybody wants. See?
It's clear enough. Everyone is referring to the shadows around us. It's trying to push its will onto Tomoe, whether she wants it or not.
Look, the shadows here are connected by those ribbons too.
Come on, Tomoe. You're the leader. It's your job to live up to everyone's expectations, isn't it?
Screw everyone's expectations. I got my own goals.
Are you going to turn your back on them and run away?
The leader.
Don't listen to it, Tomoe-san. Being a leader doesn't mean you have to appease everyone.
Oh, right.
After all that stuff with Tamamine, we can't let our guard down. I'll protect Tomamine with my life.
Yeah, but first we need to do something about these shadows.
Chie is right. Even if we take Tomoe to a safe place, like the dressing room Tamami's in, we need to take care of this first. So now the only question is, who's gonna do the dancing?
Don't worry, I'll handle this. Yukiko! I kind of understand Tomoe-san's feelings. When everyone has high hopes for you, you want to make them happy, but your feelings are all mixed up. You don't want to disappoint anybody, so you struggle. It's always on your mind. You don't know what to do. It hurts.
It really does.
Yukiko.
But you can only be you. Nothing good comes from lying to yourself. I understand now that telling others who you are and being understood makes life so much better.
So you think you understand? I'm afraid you don't understand anything.
And like you do?
No one wants a bond that only brings you pain. Connect with me, and it'll all be so clear.
This song again.
The eerie dance of the shadows begins. Next to me, Tomoe groans softly. Don't worry, Yukiko will pull through. As I think this, Rise's Persona broadcast voice sounds in our heads.
Senpai, sorry to keep you waiting. Are you alright?
Rise-chan, please prepare my song. There are shadows right in front of us.
What? Okay, Yukiko Senpai's track. Oh, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to split up. I'm twice as busy here.
Sorry, Rise-chan.
It's fine. But promise me you'll use everything I taught you and make it your best performance.
I'll focus on doing my best and not worry about dancing well.
Huh? You really should try and dance well, Yukiko Senpai.
Here I go. Start the music.
Excuse me, I'm dying here.
Get ready to dance.
Oh, yeah.
Starting. All right, time to focus.
Ooh, a pretty fast song.
I know you can do it.
You're doing great. Keep it up.
Here, ready anytime. Good.
I'm gonna make this look good.
Yeah.
All right, you're nailing it.
Yukiko, you're untouchable.
It's reassuring to have you with me, Chie. Thanks.
You were both great. I gotta step up my game now.
How was that, Chie? I danced pretty well, right? Here.
You're doing great. Keep it up.
Ready anytime. Here.
Woohoo! All right! Time to bust out my snake power!
Great moves.
Now that's my best friend, Yukiko!
It's reassuring to have you with me, Chie. Thanks.
Looking good, you two.
Chie and I are definitely in sync. It's such a thrill to see. Here. Good. Here.
All right.
Persona.
Whew.
King Crazy!
All right. On a roll.
Wow, this is
Regardless of
great.
it being normal.
You did it! A perfect score! I'm happy for you!
Alright, we're actually doing pretty good. That aside, I might go ahead and end this part here. So, if anything, part 3 will be up soon. So this will be episode 5 part 2, episode 5 part 3 will be up next. If you guys have been keeping up so far, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to stay updated, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it. If you have any other ideas of what I should play in the future, please go ahead and leave a comment in the comment box below. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Persona 4 Dancing All Night. In any case, stay gold, everybody.